Hey guys, John Coppola here from Visalia, actually from Jersey. Welcome to First Friday. Well, I have some new work up related to the Zero movement that originated in Germany in the 50s. Zero movement wanted to make a radical change from traditional painting. Three young artists from the academy in Germany decided to go against the tradition of painting and without emotional, without subject matter. So instead of working with subject matter, it was all about the material. This was right after the war. It was almost like a revolution to just change what's accepted as art. Anything can be art, not just anything realistic representational. So they wanted to break away from tradition, and it was not accepted. How can you do this? This is not art. So, but it started to expand. I stumbled on the movement 5 years ago. I was in New York at the Guggenheim Museum. I didn't even know what it was. I saw this guy, Alberto Buri, and he was burning the canvas. He was burning the plastic. He was pushing the canvas out. So what I do is, I was kind of bad. I kind of went, because this is the Guggenheim Museum. They want you touching, stuff. I wanted to see what was behind this stuff because you don't see this, and it really sparked my imagination. Lucio Fontana. He's considered the father of spatialism, where some of his later work was he would take it and actually just cut through it. So this piece was inspired by Fontana. It's actually a double canvas here. And as I opened it up, I just hot glued it and I created this open space, creating movement, repetition of line and form. I cut up PVC pipes. You can see the pattern here. This is acrylic. So I was using water with a Q-tip, and I was rubbing out the texture. So you can actually see the flat and the raised paint. The paintings do not have a title. They just have what they are. So this would be spatial number 16. Now, if you know my work, this is totally extreme for what I do. This is not even me. I felt that I wanted to go in a new direction. This is what I wanted. I wanted a new direction from detail, walking guy, surrealism. I just wanted to start to explore surface. I have a lot of new ideas, and I'm hoping to show this work, my new shows that are coming up. And I'd love to continue, even talk to people about this and learn more about these artists. Okay, so this is the beginning stages of the painting. As you can see, tuna cans, not very complicated, found objects, and mounted on a panel, same size. I made several of these the same size. So as you can see, then I changed the pattern on this. This is probably maybe 15 pieces, maybe 20. But this was a new direction for me because most of them were convex, right? The opposite, right? Now I didn't see Buri do this. I saw Buri just do them convex, just stretch right over the objects. But I wanted to create a little more dimension and see what kind of reaction I would have. The painting changes with the lighting. As the sun sets, so you can put this in a lot of different directions in an environment. The Zero movement had so many different layers of texture on their canvases that they would use different types of lighting direction to create different types of images or vitality and movement. And I sign all my pieces in the back, so the displays are limitless. This is from a vertical blind. These are 5 pieces from one vertical blind. A lot of times when you see a photograph, you do not see the side of the painting. And this is very important when you're looking at my work to see how the side relates to the top, to the front. This here is from a vertical blind, right there. This will be stretched. I will stretch canvas on it and create a new dimension on this. So this will not even look like what you see here. So I just wanted to bring this to show you. And that I'm not even sure what I'm going to do with these. I will look at these. I've had them like this for about 2 weeks. Who knows what direction we're going? And that's the exciting thing. It's endless. I think this could be probably for the rest of my days doing this stuff here. I have no idea what direction we're going with this. When you look at this, it looks like a flat painting. Okay, let me show this from the side. So these are 8 pieces of PVC pipe. It's like this. There's a pipe, pipe. Let me just hang it up. Okay? This one here, as you can tell, it's smooth. I decided not to do any texture at all. This is completely smooth and stretched. This is actually primer, so it's really thick. Has a real thickness to it. Primer is really great. It has good texture. I love it. Love the texture. You can feel it. By the way, if you ever come to any of my shows, you wave to me. What that means is you can touch all my paintings, and I want you to touch them because you have to feel it. So once I stretched it, once I splashed it, it's white now on top of red. Then I stained it. I stained it with blue on top of the red. The red turned to almost a violet color, you can see. And then I started to just mess around with a little gradation here. And as you know, if you know me by now, there's a guy, I don't know if you know the name of the guy, but he's called the walking guy. There he is right here. That's the walking guy. Okay. Now the question I've been asked about this guy, I've been asked, is this guy, it looks like he has no head. Does he have a head? Is his hat his head? Or does he have no head? The question has to be answered by you, because I don't know the answer. I highly recommend sketch pads for new artists, emerging artists, and be as original as you can. Copy work that you love, but please be as original as you can. Art has a lot of meanings for different people. A lot of my work is spontaneous. I do it for just the passion of expressing what I'm feeling at the time. It's not even an emotion. It just could be a color that I've seen that I want to just explore. I would just encourage artists, people that are learning art, people that are involved in art, and people that are professional artists to be honest with themselves, be as honest and follow your passion. And I would say also listen to criticism too. Criticism can be hurtful, but it can be very valuable also. From experience, I've had criticism that were, they take your breath away, but they are very valuable. So ask for criticism, even ask. I would even approach people and ask for criticism. For me, I've never made selling my work as a career. Just a recognition of people talking about your work. I think it's very, very important to interact, to have your work, always be open to talk to people about your work, explain what you're doing. People want to know why you're doing it, not what you're doing. It could just be your passion. It could be something that you just have a passion about, and you've seen an artist that has inspired you, or an experience you've had. I would like to see more art teachers at schools bringing their artwork in and promoting their students, because that will spark the excitement from those students. And art teachers have to take the work and bring it in. You can't ask a kid, you want your work hanging? Kids aren't going to want their work hanging. It's not good enough, they say. So please do that, art teachers. Get your kids in these art shows, because they're the future artists of our community. Yeah. My email is johncoppola@comcast.net. My phone number is 559-967-2847. And my website is johncoppola.art.com. Please contact me. I'd love to talk to you. And like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for coming to First Friday. You guys are great. Take care. God bless you. Keep on making art, because you never know. Your next one could just be your masterpiece.